Hey guys, welcome back to Disco Elysium. Last episode we found a hidden bullet in the head of our corpse behind the whirling in rags. We finished the field autopsy for him completely, and we actually lost a party member because Kim is delivering his body to the morgue. So for the rest of the day we won't have Kim. But this episode, I think we're gonna do the BORSCHT and ask around about the tattoos, if anyone has anything to do with that, and then interrogate the drivers for the drug smuggling. I also want to see if we can get this water lock. Samarin butter. We need visual calculus for that. It doesn't say where it is. Weird. We do have some really hard stuff to do, but we're gonna talk to Mr. Cubic Gorosy himself and see what the hell he's putting in the BORSCHT. Hopefully he's not drugging it up or anything. Ooh. Wow, that's pretty good. The man ponders his cooking utensils and gives you a little nod, acknowledging your presence. Do you know what's behind that door? He looks at you, then looks away quickly, shrugging, muttering something to himself. Shrugging is an international sign for no, I don't know what's behind that door. What's that BORSCHT you're making there? Point to the large pot. The man says a couple of sentences in that strange language of his, and then seems to wait for you to speak. No, shake your head. The man looks at you, then at the soup. His face lightens up. He picks up a bottle from the shelf. BORSCHT. Need more vodka. Of course, vodka. Now that makes it a very, very special BORSCHT indeed. Turn it up and then ask for some yourself. Turning it up seems a little like a dangerous idea, honestly. The place is a powder keg. No, no vodka. Turn your fingers counterclockwise. Cut it. The cook gives you a long, disappointed look, then turns the stove off and seems to wait for you to speak. Did that just, like... Or did it update? Okay, so when I thought it was we completed the tasks we completed today, but these are tasks that we completed that we received on that day. Yeah, there it says Tuesday 13:30. The cook in the whirling rags is making it. Yeah, okay, cool. It wasn't too bad. I do want to get into this door though. Try to push in the door. Touch the door. I've already done this, but I don't want to take a bath right now, but because that might waste a lot of the day. I also want to put my jacket back on.
Still here, stuck in this damn jam, my man. What's up?
We have minus... Yeah, that's what I thought. We got -1 empathy from the thought. Got any smokes on you? Nope, don't smoke. Some of the other drivers do, though. There's a few around waiting for the jam to disperse, or waiting for the sweet release of death. Yep, nothing wrong with that statement. Your senses have nothing to add. Oh, you'll have to ask around elsewhere. You seem like a man who knows about drugs. Aw, man, me and narcotics go way back. Folds his hands behind his head and leans back. Had some good times surfing the psychic waves of my own consciousness, you know? But those days are behind me. There are other addictions in my life now. Why the inquiry, my man? Let me be straight with you. I'm trying to figure out who's smuggling drugs out of Terminal B. Not me, man. No way. I don't need any trouble. Shit's bad enough anyway. This jam's got folks up in arms, and I'm afraid it's headed toward the conflagration. Why are you still hanging around? Gotta guard the stuff. Bosses don't look kindly on missing cargo, and it gives me time to work on my rhymes. A rhymesmith? That is quite credible. It goes with his cadence and way of speaking. Who do you think could be conducting the drug trade, then? Look, man, I try to stay away from the criminal underbelly of Revachol. I'm a guest here. You really need to find another man to probe with those questions. We wouldn't say he's lying, sire. Yeah, +1 conceptualization.
Now it's turning into a kind of a snow limbo, man. What's on your mind?
What if I ask him something else? I need to get high and I'm looking for a dealer. Hey man, that's serious criminal talk. Are you trying to pull some sort of entrapment thing on me? Well, of course not. And what's your deal here? Okay. 42. It's not bad. We could try it for now. Or we can talk to someone else first. Try and find some bonuses. Because there's also this guy over here. And this guy. And Manana up there.
Looking for something, Hunt? Huh? Coming to tell me to fuck off again?
Got a smoke? No. You're a lawyer man, right? What's your stance on drugs? Drugs, they're shit, man. I don't let anything pollute my body. It takes a long drag on his cigarette. Why not? You know where that shit comes from? Sarah Mariza, Safra, Ilmara. They take the money from our local junkies here and then use it to outcompete us in the manufacturing sector. They know they can't beat us in a fair fight, so they have to get us to weaken ourselves somehow. It's racial sabotage. Racial economic sabotage. Sure. Hold on, but they make alcohol in Elmara too. I was told they do. I don't go for that foreign piss. Proper booze is made in Mundy or somewhere. Sometimes I like a dram of the Yugo grade vodka. Kojko's ain't worth much, but they do know booze. Listen, I agree. It's our responsibility to keep the poison off the streets of Revachol, right? He eyes you warily, unsure how to respond. This goes on for about 2 seconds, then. I don't know shit, and if I did, I wouldn't tell you. Then what are you still hanging around here for? Most other camioners have left. What do you think? I can't leave the lorry unguarded. Stuff's been getting looted lately. It's those little kids sneaking around at night. If they touch my stuff, the boss will be on my ass like ass cancer. There's a bunch of spilled boxes in the back of a big lorry nearby. I did see one lorry with the trailer doors open on my way here. Do you know what happened? Yeah, I knew that guy. He was an honest driver who loved this country. We were having a good debate about genetics at the Whirling in Rags when some kit boy smashed his lock and took damn near everything. Lost his fucking job over it. He Takes a long suck on the cigarette, appearing to savor the taste. Since he left, I haven't had anyone to talk to. Bad for him, I guess. The man shakes his head, dismayed, furiously pulling out on his cigarette. It's a fucking travesty. If it's not you, then who's running drugs through Terminal B? Isn't it obvious? Fucking Seleng. The beady-eyed South Samarin. He spits on the ground. His little side business is a scam. I wouldn't be surprised if he was peddling drugs as well. Who's that? He's a Samarin guy who likes to pretend he's some kind of businessman. Really, he's just selling his employer's stuff. Stuff he stole after he broke the seals on his human ox lorry. Where do I find them? Just follow the smell. It smells like apricots and oil when you're nearby. Lets out a raspy croak at his own sense of humor. Seriously, though, he's usually just a little bit south of here. Down near the canal. You can't miss him. Just watch yourself. His tribe are natural liars. It's in their blood. He nods in a sagely manner, then another puff. He's your man, all right, 100%. Gotta pay him a visit, then. Okay. I've already done this one yet. Oh yeah, there was also this weird woman over here, but I'll wait for... because she was just kind of staring at a photo. I'll wait for Kim to come back. See if we can do anything about her. So back down to the canal. This me? Nothing else over here. There's a pile of cheap sunglasses in a small box, a variety of shapes and colors.
You like sunglasses, officer? I've got the latest styles right here.
Try the shades on. Abort. These are hideous. What more, they don't even fit your face. You can feel them pinching your nose and chafing against your brow. Damn, officer, you look like a mega secret spy. Very secret. They're practically made for you. I'll let you have them for $2.50. It's going to be very difficult for anyone to take you seriously with these things on your face. Lecture chemistry -1 logic. Now we'll rummage through the box. All boring third-rate ho-hum sunglasses made of cheap Cerise plastic. The kind of plastic that melts in the sun. Those UV stickers are almost certainly just there for show. If anything, these lenses probably direct more UV light into your pupils. A UV magnifier. These are all first-rate sunglasses. Premium design, superb material, very cool, UV resistant. These will definitely keep your eyes safe and cool while doing your dangerous police work. Try again. Maybe you can find some interesting sunglasses. Nice. I see. A pair of water blue shades. The writing on the left temple says, Sub-Insulindic Rendezvous. The frame appears to be hand-carved out of bone. Ah, very interesting choice, officer. Very high culture. For the first time, the street vendor's voice trails off as he watches you inspect the glasses. Try them on. This is how a sea monster sees the world. You've become a sea monster. You've become a sea monster, Harry. Giant, hidden, and strangely tender at heart. All is blue. Yes, but they also make your soul quiver like jello, so deep. Wow, officer, you look so cool. The street vendor has picked up his pace again as you observe the world through deep-sea tinted lenses. -1 perception, but +1 inland empire. And they can be yours for mere 3 real. No, thank you. We only just have enough money to buy one more day's worth at the Whirling in Rags. There are clothes inside. Cheap secondhand clothes smelling of stranger's body odor.
Don't be shy. These are premium class clothes. Good quality fabrics, best retro design. Save the economy with your style, officer.
Browse. You find your hands deep in tattered and faded garments made from weird polyester blends that make your body itch and sweat in all the wrong places. Economical, but also trendy. Look firsthand, buy secondhand. Keep the economy moving. Do you have anything that gives composure? Or minus composure? We have a +1 right now, so yeah, nothing else.
You keep coming back. That's good, officer. Keep browsing those clothes. Keep saving that economy.
Sure. Something cold grazes your hand. Synthetic and sleek. A windbreaker. Surf, it says. But also wind, summer, 100% waterproof, and sport. All in different typefaces. Good choice. Mega sporty, and it's only $4.50 for you, sir. 1 composure, -1 shivers. That's actually pretty good. I don't think we've gotten a single thought or a single check that's required shivers yet, so... Oh, okay, the dice maker. Sneakers on a pedestal of speakers. You see 2 lonely, defeated speakers. Thralls, slaves basically. Perched atop them like conquerors surveying the land. A pair of found, durable wear sneakers. Ultra Series.
I can see you have a taste for luxury, officer. Can't keep your eyes off those sneakers?
Inspect the speakers. These once respectable speakers have been conquered, reduced to a mere prop by the indomitable found ultras atop them. No, don't look at the speakers, officer. Look at the sneakers. Man points to the footwear. The sneakers are the stars here. What about the speakers, though? Doesn't anyone want these speakers? These, officer? These speakers are samurai garbage. I'm ashamed to even use them for props. Don't waste your time on them. Can't I just buy the sad, conquered samurai speakers? No way, officer. These aren't for sale. They're bad speakers. Lo-fi socialist junk. That's why I want them. I think I might be lo-fi socialist junk myself. No, officer, you're a high-class policeman who accepts nothing less than the best. Lucky for you, I've got the best on sale. You don't know what I am. I don't even know myself. I want the speakers. Well, if you want them. But see, they are a pedestal for my sneakers. If I let go of the speakers, where will the sneakers go? I can't leave premium lifestyle sneakers on the ground. If, on the other hand, you want to buy the sneakers too, I can maybe throw in the speakers for a little extra, 50 cents. No. Well, I'll inspect the sneakers. Pair of Found Ultras. The design is impossibly sleek and simple. A futuristic silhouette with a sleek monochrome colorway, a jet black upper, and a silver-lined midsole. Those sneakers, mister. Those sneakers are the latest found sneakers. Super rare, super fine, super cool. 50 real. Only? That's madness. Found Ultra, wear the future. You remember the slogan from some magazine. Holy crap. That's so expensive. Actually, let's just talk to him. See, a Samurai street vendor surrounded by a motley assemblage of goods. When he realizes you're looking at him in the face... Oh, when he realizes you're looking at him, his face breaks into a wide, welcoming grin. Name Sileng is embroidered on his breast pocket.
Happy shopping, officer. Everything's cool here.
What's so cool?
Everything's cool. The goods are cool, the customers are cool, the place is cool. And one more thing, officer. You're very cool.
Oh, thank you. He makes both hands into finger pistols and fires a few finger bullets into the air. Really? You think I'm cool?
Oh yeah, you got style. You got personal style. You know what you like.
He surveys his consumerist kingdom with the air of satisfaction.
You like premium menswear. Look around and browse. Everything looks cool on a guy like you. Take your time.
Settles back into the pile of boxes he's sitting on. Don't be distracted by the flattery and funny man act. Questions. Ooh. Where are you from, Sileng? Me? It's a boring story, officer. Who cares about the past? I'm all business now, all revishal. But you're not a local, are you? Very sharp, officer. I'm Sarais from the Zeeky province in the Sarais Empire. The apricot suzerainty, you know? Why is it called that? Lots of apricots? Yes, apricots come from Zeeky. My grandma used to grow them, but Zeeky is a shithole. That's why I came to Revachol. Here's much better for an independent entrepreneur. Less laws. Oh. Speaking of, why not support an independent local entrepreneur? I send half my profits back to my grandma in Zeeky. Ow. -1. What's your stance on drugs? Drugs? I don't go in for that, officer. Drugs ruin lives. Unless you're into drugs, of course. In which case, drugs are excellent. He kisses his fingers. Tasty, tasty drugs. We're looking for a lorry driver who's transporting drugs out of the harbor. He or she is in this traffic jam. That's so cool. You investigating the local drug trade like some cool narc, but I'm not a lorry driver. I'm just a street vendor. I don't know anything about that. Yeah, that's a lie. Blatant lie, sire. Yet he tells it with such conviction. We'd believe him if we didn't know better. But you are a lorry man. Another driver has identified you and your lorry. Who said that? It's the fat racist, right? I bet it's him. He has an agenda against me because I'm an immigrant who works harder than he does. He's a hater. So you admit you're a lorry driver? No, I just said I work harder than he's and he's an asshole. Yeah, realizing he can't get out of it. Smart man. Okay, maybe I'm a lorry driver too, a little, but that's not the most important thing about me. That's my day job. This is my dream. So you're embarrassed to tell me? No, I just forgot. It's such a small part of my life. It's in the rearview mirror now. I'm climbing out of that hole with ingenuity. Stop squirming. What do you know about the drug operation in the harbor? Nothing, I told you. I'm not a dumb guy, so I don't get involved with that crowd. What crowd? The drug crowd. Okay, if you don't know, then I'll tell your employer you've been selling his stuff. Okay, look. He looks around and lowers his voice. There's bad people here, doing bad things. That's all I know. Please don't get into this mess. I've been Revachol for 15 years, working my way up. Here we go. There's a tiny bit of truth in the table. Zoom in on it. If you don't want to get into this, you have to give us a reason to move on. You have to give us a reason to move on. It's a she, okay? He whispers. The other drivers call her Lady Driver. You're better off staying away from her. The way they talk about her, she's no lady. Who are these other drivers who talk? Is the lady driver the old woman out there? Point to the pale driver. Dazed out, strange? I don't know, maybe? She is. I haven't gone near her. I don't get involved, I told you. Could be. She was strange. Who are these other drivers who talk? All of them. I don't know. I told you all I know. Are we cool now? I really want us to be cool now. Okay, we're cool now. Ratted out the lady driver. Okay. So we're back to 28%, which is quite low. I think we have that gives -1 rhetoric. And now it should be, what, 40%?
Everything's still cool here, officer.
Persuade him to give you some money. We can try that. I like money. Hey, start with a little compliment, then work your way up from there. This is about business, remember. Hey, you seem to be like a really successful entrepreneur. Would you like to support a member of the local police force? Ah, okay, the man stops. But why, officer? After all this mess, the broken seals, lying to you? Come on. Think of it as an investment. An investment? What kind of investment? Highly experimental human being. My risk reward ratio is insane. It's an investment in your customer base. Gotta prime the pump, man. Fair point. You can't have a successful business without a local customer base. How much is your loyalty worth? 10 real. Could I have said 10,000? Jesus. 10 real is a bargain for that kind of investment. Oh my goodness. I'm not going to save scum, but I'm going to save. And then I'm just going to quickly return. I'll skip this part out, but I'll get to the part and see if he'll actually give me $10,000, and just so I know, and then we'll go back to the save where I got 10.
Everything's still cool here,
Okay.
officer.
So we got a 58% chance now, because I didn't ask about his grandmother. Support a local member of the police force, but why? Think of it as an investment. It's investment for your customer base. Oh, it was 1 million. Can't have a successful business with a low customer base. And he'll just... What? Only a $5? You can't even buy a pack of Royal Extras with that. Oh, that was... God damn it, that was the only option that you could choose. Okay, that's fine. I'm okay with that. At least he doesn't actually give you 1 million. Okay, so we're back here. 30 bucks now. Not buying those stupid sneakers off of him. Putting the beanie back on. So now... Woo! Excuse me. We're gonna talk to this guy again, because he seemed a little sus. And he also had a check.
Now it's turning into a kind of a snow limbo, man. What's on your mind?
Oh yeah, we can put... We have that on. Conceptualization's 5. I don't know why the number's so low. We got a shitload of skill points.
Now it's turning into a kind of a
Yes!
snow limbo, man.
Wait, there's
What's on your
something
mind?
here. Stored away in some dusty corner. It starts like... Amir's temperature is always 0. It is ice in the veins. Its camera is an X-ray. Whoa, he leans in, his eyes bright with attention. What else? It is a chalice held out to you in a silent communion. Silent communion? That's good. He's transfixed by the words. Where graspingly you partake of a shifting identity, never your own. Dang, that's some great shit. You came up with that yourself? I'm just a vessel for the muse. Right, but really, no bullshit. That's great stuff. I sort of want to know if it's yours. I think the words are mine, yes. Fucking A. Seems like I got you all wrong. Cops aren't much known for their artistic sensibilities these days. It's good to meet a fellow poet, someone with appreciation for real text. The others here, see, they don't get it. Makes it all easier to bear if the words are pretty. Hey man, cops are humans too. If the words are pretty. I get ya. When they really click, it makes the world seem manageable. Good to be on the same page. You found some common ground with this man, even impressed him. The next time you look in the mirror, though, remember those words. Ooh! I heard that one of the drivers is a woman, but I don't think she's here. Do you know this lady driver? She just around suddenly uncomfortable. Yeah, I don't want to talk about that. I don't mean to pry, but I need your help. She may be involved with the drug business. Man, I was hoping it isn't gonna be her. All I can say is she isn't around here anymore. She isn't some evil drug trafficker, and I don't know where she is. Who is she to you? A friend? An acquaintance? I don't know. She was the only person in this damn jam I could talk to. She's someone I don't want to rat out to the law, okay? What does she look like? A youngish woman, gruff, but in a cool way. What color shirt? Or what color hair? Blue and violet, dyed. It was violet when she got here, blue before she went. And she may have dyed it again. Who's this person? What's her name? Thank God I don't know. People here call her the lady driver. She kept her name a secret from me, too. Now I see why. I don't want to be mean to him. Like, I don't want to harp on him for lying before, because I might get a minus to something. Why did she leave? Damn, I don't want to. Please just let it go. Whatever she did, it can't be that bad. She's not a bad person, I know that much. I can't just let it go. It's part of a police investigation. That's how it always is with you, isn't it? All part of the investigation. The girl's troubled. If you hunt her down, she may not survive. I can't have that on my conscience. How is she troubled? She's got the darkness in her. That young person's darkness when you think it's all over, and you're looking for a way out. She shared this with you? Yeah, which is why I don't want to snitch on her. I was told everyone's afraid of her. You're not? I heard the rumors. I saw the other drivers looking at me strange when we talked, and she told me too. that she had a violent life. But I wasn't afraid of her, more like for her. Does this violent life include drug trafficking? Well, it looks like it did now, but we didn't talk about that. We talked about life, you know. She talked about her mind. Her mind? The way it worked, the trouble it was giving her. When she left, did she leave her lorry behind? Fuck me. Go grill someone else with these questions, okay? There are plenty of drivers here who couldn't stand her, or were afraid of her. They'd be more than happy to rat her out. He's right, there are other options. The race man, for one. The gray-haired woman? Maybe she knows something? Put yourself in my shoes. I need this for another investigation, too. It's important. I can't blow it. You're not going to put a bullet in your head if you blow it, are you? Because she's on the edge, man. Okay, I'll find another way. Oh, wait.
Now it's
Did you
turning
remind about
into
your
a
friend, the lady driver?
kind of a snow limbo, man. What's on your mind?
I don't want to force him. He probably won't say anything still. So let's go talk to this man again.
Looking for something, Hunt? Huh? Coming to tell me to fuck off again?
I know you've been giving me the runaround. Fess up. Where's the lady driver? I don't know what you're talking about. First, you knew Celine didn't do it. He did something. He stole his employer's goods and another honest lorryman's job. Talk to him. I don't know anything. And why are you smirking? Listen up, fuckwit. You don't scare me. The cops don't run Revachol West. You don't run Martinez. You don't run shit. So who does? The lady driver? I ain't saying nothing. You want me to get violent with you? You won't get into, you won't... Who is this lady driver? You won't get in trouble? Or are you coming to the station? Our strength is so low, I don't want to do, like... have to do a freaking... test. Like, friggin' Measurehead over there, where I had, like, a 10% chance to beat him up. Yes, you are, or you're coming to the station. No, I'm not. I'm not coming anywhere, and you're not talking, and you're not taking me there. Now, fuck off. Just tell me which one's her lorry. Listen, so who does? You? I ain't saying nothing. You want me to get violent? I wish I could. This was his lorry, wasn't it? Maybe I need Kim here to prod him more. Try the
Looking for
last
something,
option
Hunt?
there.
Huh?
Oh,
Coming to
alright.
tell me to fuck off again?
Just tell me who the goddamn lady driver is. You're all... you're all bark and no bite. The real dogs are up in Jamrock. Everyone knows that. But I'm from Jamrock. Who is the lady driver? You won't get into trouble. Oh, yeah, we'll talk to Manana.
Scab?
Because we haven't talked to him before, but Everett mentioned him. What exactly is a scab? Some scab pouring down right to work. I'm not a scab, I'm a cop.
I was just messing with you. No one's ever seen a cop scab. Imagine, you cops going on a strike, but then another cop comes in and says, let us cop for less money.
Chuckles and realizes.
Speaking of, what brings the RCM here, to the Wild North? Come to see the strife?
I'm a bit short on money right now. Can you give me some of it? Everett said you had a key to a door. A key, huh? He runs his fingers through his mustache. What door is this key supposed to open? He said it belonged to a weasel. Oh, say no more. I got you. He taps the side of his nose with a little wink. I got that key right here. And oh yeah, that's what Everett was telling us about. And let me tell you, it's mighty good of you to help us out during the strike. Working class solidarity, as they say. I heard something about a weasel, and it didn't sound like a local polar weasel, if you know what I mean. Wink. Polar weasel? Oh, I know what you mean. I'm pretty sure he's actually Occidental, though. So you're gonna be committing fratricide, my racist friend. What you're looking for is the basement door behind the greenhouse. That's behind the whirling in rags. That's all I know. Our organization is what you call compartmentalized. It means we keep out of reach of other businesses. Or out of each other's business. Where'd you get the key? Janitor gave it to me. Nice fellow. We talked about life and things that really truly matter. None of this mess we're in. This jiving and juggling. What's it for? To feed our children, I guess. Anything else you know about it? The weasel, when he'll be home? I'm more of a philosophical dock worker. I like to talk about the big picture stuff. Who I am. Who you are. What we're fighting for. Who he is and what they're fighting for? This is interesting. Why are you striking? We're negotiating our share. Your share? Aye. So not wages or pensions or this stuff they already covered. At least you got benefits. That's something. It's not enough. Not enough to go ahead. More about keeping us in our place. How large a share would you like? All of it. However, right now we want all the harbor workers to be on the company's board so they could take part in the decision-making process. Are you a communist? No, I don't think I'm a communist. Seeing something of value and saying, I want it all to myself is much older and simpler notion. No science to it at all. Even a weak child can think it. The only thing holding someone back are I can't and I shouldn't. Right on, brother. Just the way the world works. What can you tell me about Effort? I think it's best to make up your own mind, now that you've met him. In my eyes, he's a capable organizer and a decent businessman. What does bossing the union entail anyway? I guess you kind of get to be the village chief. He oversees the harbor, making deals with the owners or other relevant parties. Watch out for his own. I mean, corruption? By heavens, why would he not be corrupt? We live in a harsh and disordered world, see? And in this world, the old man is corrupt for our benefit, and we know it. Appreciate it, even. He is, personally, not too lavish. That desk seemed lavish to me. He's reasonably lavish, sure. That's his prerogative. It's not like you want a saintly demeanor on a corrupt motherfucker. That would be a manipulative illusion. Besides, there are no non-corrupt systems in the world anyway, and moralism is the most corrupt of them all. You seem to have spent a lot of time thinking about the political situation. Sure, I've had the necessary free time. Fortunately, there's always time. The look in his brown eyes conjures up an understanding. For him, having command of his time is the most important thing. It all comes together now. The way he speaks about scabs, his general attitude. He's a follower of a 500-year-old Franco-Nigerian Boyadero code. Itself an appropriation of Vespertine cool. That of a noble peasant or a traveling herdsman. True to yourself, independent in your actions, loyal to your friends. Maybe I'm Boyadero. What if? No. The man sits on the railing, his hands reaching far and wide, yet it feels as if he could effortlessly go even wider, if need be, an endless torrent of time. Any idea who killed the hanged man? Let's just get past that. The mercenary, aye. Who could have killed him? That's indeed the question. Why even do such a thing? Merc was hanged with a very specific type of cargo belt, one often used in heavy transport areas, for example, harbors. What a thought. Why would noble workers resort to such a thing? Unless they were pushed, of course. Pushed how? Your dead guy was an enemy combatant. What does that mean? He was an agent of the opposition, attempting to undermine our honorable efforts. Did you kill him? I ain't the murdering type, but that's just me. Large organizations like our union have all sorts of men with all sorts of skills. He's not lying about not doing it himself. Thank you. This has been of limited use. Okay. Okay. And this guy's being super sus, but... We'll do that apartment door. Because that's pretty easy to get into. And we can also try that, the old lady at that apartment complex here to get in. What's that? This must be it. The basement door is weather-worn, the copper nails holding the upholstery in place having turned green from sea air, and there's a knocker, shaped like a lion's head. Press your ear against the door. The leather upholstery is worn and rough against your jaw. You don't hear any movement. It's oddly silent in the yard around you. No birds chirp. Carefully knock. You knock silently. The upholstery muffles the sound. No response comes from the apartment. Use the key. You try to be as silent as you can. It takes a bit of rattling of the handle to loosen the bolt. Finally, the door unlocks with a small clack. Thoughts race through your head. Let's go in. I know Everett said not to, but... Book titled The Hidden World of Walking Sticks. Is this the cryptozoologist's apartment? Walking sticks. You can almost feel the warmth of the red sun on the flag. This is the flag of Revachol, the suzerainty. Or suzerainty. What's with the sun? This isn't just one sun, but there are little suns dancing around the big sun. This is a sevenfold sun miracle. What is that? It's an optical atmospheric anomaly the first settlers saw. Happens in cold weather. 6 small suns around the big one. This complex halo phenomena is how old Revachol got its flag. Don't bow to the flag. The flag doesn't seem to mind. It's just a colorful fabric with a sun sewn on it. Like all feudal flags. Looks like a children's drawing. Whoever lives here admires fair-haired fantasy heroes with big mustache or with big muscles. Let's look at these. Colonial mug collection. A row of mugs sits on the shelf. Each one depicts a human figure. Dark-skinned woman grinning amidst mysterious symbols. Broad-shouldered man shoveling potatoes. And others. Tap on the mugs. A little ring. Though cheerfully, the images on the ceramic make you vaguely uncomfortable. There's something disdainful in the way the curves and lines of the bodies are drawn. What do I mean uncomfortable? It looks like the artist is celebrating diversity, but underneath he's just making fun of these people. Cynical, slippery bastard. You ain't gonna change someone's mind by calling them a bastard. What if I do the other option? I don't think I like the owner of this apartment. No one's telling you to like him. You might learn something from him, though. Or steal his shit. Small suitcase full of clothes. Guests are staying over? Ooh. +1 logic. That's pretty good. And that seems to be it in here. Buy a book. Reading passes time quickly. Ooh, that could be useful. I don't know if we can quite talk to Joyce yet. Sturdy metal door guards the southwest entrance to the apartment. It's locked. What do I need? Authority. Because I have -1 authority, don't I? No, one of these was mine. Yeah, it was that one that was -1 authority. All psyche learning caps raised by 1. I think we can do that. I don't want it super high though. 83. Okay, we can easily get this. You're well versed in the kind of threatening legalese that implies criminal liability, but in fact has no meaning whatsoever. Ma'am, your non-compliance is hindering a police matter. I may be forced to refer you for potential prosecution.
I know my rights, and don't you ma'am me, boy.
The voice snaps back, insufficiently deferential. I've got my badge right here if you want to see
Hold
it.
your horses.
You hear the click of a night latch before the lady on the other side gets caught in a coughing
Don't care
spasm.
about the stinking badge. Just come in.
She manages to say with a wheeze. Ooh. Ooh, there's a lot of stuff in here. Hello.
Give me a moment.
An elderly woman is leaning on her broom, her knuckles white as bone. She seems to be having difficulty
The
breathing.
cold never does any good for my bronchitis.
She sneezes into a dirty handkerchief. First, I'm the policeman that asked you to open the door. Are you sure you don't want to see my badge? Are you alright? Should I call a doctor?
I'm fine. Don't you worry about me.
Red spots appearing on
Now.
her cheeks.
What you want from me, policeman?
She's the cleaning lady. She knows the floor plan and the residence. I have a few questions about those apartments. Oh, what can you tell me about Cindy? The artist? She scoffs. Nothing I can do about her, I'm afraid. She ruins the walls faster than I can clean them. Still, she leaves an old lady to her business. More than I can say for others. Okay, that's all I know for now. Who are you? I'm no one, just an old woman who cleans these hallways. If you call it if you can call it living. She spits on the floor before wiping it off with the broom. I have a little room upstairs, right next to the coal room. Oof. It's barely bigger than a closet, but I don't complain, no. I have my bed and my aching bones to keep me company, and that's all I need from this world. I'm looking for Martin Martinez. Cleaning lady smiles in a gap-toothed smile when she hears you mention the name. Oh, you'll find plenty of Martins here, don't you worry. What do you mean? I wasn't joking. P-brain, someone played a trick on you. Martin Martinez is a name for anyone from Martinez, like Jim Jamrock or Raoul Revachol. Oops, you really didn't get the joke there. Yeah, my rhetoric's bad. How about a young male in his mid-20s, dark hair, skinny build, smoker on the balcony? Know where he lives? Yes, I know who you mean. The scrawny boy who's always smoking like the devil, right? She looks at the other end of the hallway. Somewhere in the building, a child starts crying. You hear a radio tuned to a talk show and someone taking a shower. What's he in trouble for? No trouble, I just wanted to talk to him. Do you know where he lives? Talk, the cleaning lady starts laughing, but it turns into a violent coughing spasm. She squeezes her broom, trying to catch her breath. He lives upstairs in room 28. Go to the balcony. It's one of those doors there. He's usually home in the evening. Thank you. The graffito says, firing squad for the rich. Oh. Note reads, foreclosed by Martinez Realty Associates. But what if I just walk in? If I put the flashlight on, will that change anything? I don't know if it's dark enough to change anything. The sea below looks cold and winter gray. Someone has torn down the wall. Ow. Ooh, that's good. I need healing items. An old grocery list on the table, and checks. What happened here? You can't foreclose on an apartment with a hole in the wall. It will still be accessible through the apartment next to it. That one didn't have a door. Sadly, nothing of great value remains here. Except the stuff in the fridge. Indeed, a... Oh, there's nothing in the fridge to grab. And I can't unlock it from the other side. Nothing in the fridge. Apartment 8. Their mailbox is overflowing. So I guess we'll be able to ask her about more apartments later. Postcard, Boogie Street, 46. Door number 9 is locked. $5. Oh my goodness. You hear someone walking around inside, rearranging the furniture. The number on the panel says 10. Knock. The walking stops abruptly, but no one comes to the door. You can feel tension on the other side. Knock again. This time the steps come closer. Who is this? Demands a female voice, weary and tense. It's the police. Open up. Do I have to open the door? You hear the clacking of heels again as the other side walks right up to the door. Her tone is now getting a defensive edge. Do you have a warrant? I'm not obligated to open the door if you don't have a warrant. It's generally easier to do things if you have literally any reason. Yeah. Someone has drawn a 5-pointed star on the wall. This door has been closed with a padlock. Chalk drawn number on the board says 11. Knock. Examine the padlock. It's a solid lump of metal, but the shackle is deeply corroded. A solid pair of chain cutters would make short work of it. I'm just gonna break into someone's room, I guess. Works for me. Oh, my interfacing is... Do I have anything that gives interfacing? I don't. The shackle snaps like a twig, and the lock falls to the floor with a little thud. It should be possible to enter now. Ooh. A bullet. Sarah Merizian lounge jacket. Books of critical theory on the monstrosities of capital and such. Photos of revolutionaries posing with guns. Revolutionaries love to pose with their guns. Plaster cast bust depicts a middle-aged man with impressive sideburns. The name on the plinth reads Kraz Mazov. Honestly, he does look a lot, kind of look like you after all. Wow. Communard lives in this room. Father Mazov, the hero of the working class. A warm feeling fills you as you look into Mazov's marble eyes. The hallway behind the door is empty. No one else heard your courageous salute. Whoever lives here needs to learn how the economy actually works. The bus doesn't reply. The hallway behind the door is empty. No one heard your words. Communard lives in this room. A poor Communard from the looks of it. The room is barely bigger than a closet. Flamboyant poster of a white star. Real lithography. It isn't just a 5-pointed star. It's an inverted white pentagram cradled in a wreath of antlers. The iconography of communism, in other words. Inspect it closer. The star and antlers was developed in the 6th decade of the last century and quickly adopted by Mazov and the Communards during the Revolution. Even today, half a century later, the star and antlers retains the ability to evoke hope, disappointment, and fear in equal measure. Why is it upside down? To symbolize the toppling of an old order. Also, some social democrats were already using it. What's the deal with the antlers? The wreath of antlers represents a natural crown. It was about building a society that could exist in accord with the natural world. And at the same time above it, why does it evoke, what does it invoke in me? Whoops. I freaking misclicked. Gone. Gone is the glory of hope. Only the scribblings of impoverished students remain in dirt hallways. Damn, I could have gone somewhere with that. That really sucks. Box filled with cleaning chemicals. Smells of laundry detergent. Ooh. Flip up glasses. The auditor. Eviction notices and missing pets are plastered on top of each other. I really hope I couldn't have gotten an actual thought out of that, and it was just a little thing. An old shoe rack, boots, sneakers. Yeah. These shoes come in 3 different sizes. Does that mean I can steal them? Apartment 2, a loud rumbling snore comes from within. Ooh, Commodore Red. These shower curtains are covered in some sort of slime. And that's just another exit. Ooh, the balcony. Breaker box full of cigarette butts and electric wires. It's safe. Nice. Just a door. Nothing for you here right now. That's kind of suspicious. Just a bit. Someone's growing rosemary, thyme, and a cactus. This door is made of metal and appears to be reinforced. Someone here really values their security. Number 28. This is where the cleaning lady said the smoker on the balcony lives. Knock. No one answers. Looks like he isn't home. You should come back later, after 2100. The door to apartment 29. Complete silence. Whoever lives there isn't home. This is the door to apartment 30. Voices from within, singing along to some buoyant dance. And that's the end. Okay. Ruination has come. The broken arches betray the once grand history of this building. It towered over the harbor until it happened. Form a guess about what happened. Great force from the northeast fired into the city. Heavy artillery shelled the coastline, fired from the water, straight shot into Revachol. Tenement acts as a defensive wall against the worst of the shelling, till it was destroyed, and they had a direct firing line. Taken the ocean. The waves of the Martinez Inlet roll over the fallen remains of the building. The dark waters obscure the better part of the remains. What didn't fall into the ocean was used as scrap. What wasn't used as scrap was thrown into the oceans. Look at the ruins. Those arches acted as support for something greater than what you see now. Only 3 stories stand where 9 to 12 once did. Restoration has failed. What the shelling took out was never rebuilt. Who did this damage? A fleet. The combined armies of Occident and Grade, with Mesk volunteers, 5-nation army, hundreds of vessels. They massed airships further down in the Bay of Revachol. The artillery was so powerful the ships not only required gyroscopic stabilization, they were anchored into the ocean floor as well. Many are still there to this day. If you squint, you can just barely see the shadow on the water far in the northeast. Cannons still ready to placate Revachol. Whoops. The lock is rusty, you can't get in. Chair's new, someone was back here. Oh, is that the old woman? I'll leave her for a second. Poor L'Homme Laborer jeans. So much stuff that is electrochemistry. I don't want to do a ton of drugs. Enough coal to last for several winters. Smells like chemicals. Someone's been sleeping here recently. Cindy?
Ooh, the piggies have learned how to saunter up staircases. I didn't think you could do that with hooves, but here you are.
That's right, we've evolved.
Yeah, I can see that. Cool mutations.
That smell coming from her paint bucket. It's not paint, it's heavy fuel oil. Is that bed in the coal room yours? Ooh, not only have you found my address, you've discovered my biggest secret. I'm a coal miner. It's not the nicest place, but I guess it'll have to do. It doesn't have to do anything at all. Nothing does. She looks at the paint dripping down the wall. Like me. Right now I'm doing nothing at all. Don't you have a real home? Does anyone in a city like this? She replies wistfully, looking around. You're a miner? Yes. I keep hoping a shaft will collapse on me, but somehow it never happens. Is that heavy fuel oil? What did you think I was using? Aquarelles? This shit is pumped out of government vehicles. That's some pretty clever cultural commentary. You ain't seen nothing yet, piggy boy. Well, we already know that. You mean Joyce? Oh, that ozone whore. Someone's got to keep an eye on her. You mean Joyce? On a first name basis with her? Are we piggies moving up in the world? Oh, what's ozone? It's where they grow whores like that one over there, and they're whore men. Yeah, I don't like her either. She gives you a stately nod of approval. Pig's not half as dumb as he looks. Wow, the negativity. Have you got a crush on her? Aching for an opportunity to defend her honor? Oh, that's about the murder again. Okay. Why does art inspire you so much? It does, yes. But what is art? Oh god, excellent question. Art is the diverse range of visual, literary, auditory, and performative creativity. It's all expression of imagination and technical skill. Additionally, it's history, criticism, and pure enjoyment. In short, art is the highest form of human communication, representation, narrative emojancy, and agency intertwined. Would I fit in the art world, I mean? Have you looked in the mirror lately? You have the exact features of a savage art critic. With the beard and those clothes, disheveled and prophetic, perhaps you should try to critique architecture too. Is architecture also art? Of course not. It's autism. it's autism. Excuse me. It's not autism. That's reasonable. It's autism. Box drawing, masturbation with a ruler and a sextant, or whatever they use. You should demean and criticize the genteel institution of architecture, while extolling the virtues of the pure arts. What about music? Is it art? Only the most experimental kind. I guess I have been feeling critical lately. Yes, you seek substance, no vapid representations and reproductions of social mores, as made manifest in stuffy biennials. We're talking real living art here. Become the art cop. Half art critic, half cop. But, wait, but I don't have to be 100% cop to get the case finished and all that. Quit being so indecisive. What are you going for here? Some kind of indecisive and camp aesthetic now? Strike a bold shape here. Or go art or go home. Okay, if 50% art critic is what's needed to free me from rote repetition, so be it. Actual art degree. Exactly. It's not only your duty to only catch the criminals of the street, you must also apprehend criminals of the printing press and the gallery, the trite and derivative artists and writers of the world. Go ahead and provide savage criticisms, art cop. The world is yours to rip to pieces and reassemble. Actual art degree. -1 perception. Can't even look at this shit. Yeah, it's another Copa type. The worst one. The most savage and brutal. The art cop. Nothing is good enough for him. Everything is shit. You have to employ an armada of adjectives to depict and demean the mediocrity of the words and visual institutions around you. Really flex that critical muscle until the vocabulary for punishing mediocrity becomes second nature. Here we go. Oh God. We're going to end this episode here, though. We've been going for a while. Not too much done this time because of kind of where I'm stuck with the drug dealer and not having Kim around. So, and also that man on the balcony's not there. So next episode, we're going to talk to this lady about these apartments. And I think... What else should we do? Try the mirror... Maybe we can talk to Everett again? Because we opened the door. Let Everett know you unlocked the door. I'm kind of scared to go there without Kim, though, as well. But that's okay. We'll try it anyway. Alright, see ya.